lost her dog, lost her tractor. It's like a country song, isn't it? Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it is a glorious, beautiful Oklahoma day. We had our first little cool front of the year come through. Yesterday, I'm not kidding, it was 98 degrees. The high today is like 80. Got up this morning, went for about a 3-mile run. It was like 65 degrees. It was amazing. Today's a good day. Yesterday, not so much. Guys, hey, there. Can y'all keep it down just a little bit? So, I did a live stream about a week or so ago. I think it was on the live stream. I talked about it on YouTube. And I talked about Callie, our Great Pyrenees. Man, the wind is whipping, bear. So I talked about Callie, who's our very old Great Pyrenees, and I said she probably won't be with us much longer. Well, we lost Callie yesterday, bear. Callie was, I'm not exactly sure, but I think she was 15. Weston's 19, and I'm thinking we got her when he was about 5. She was our original livestock guardian dog, the first one we ever had. And I'm telling you what, the last 2 years or so of her life have been it's just been rough. Like, she went completely deaf. She had a lot of problems with ear infections. We were constantly fighting that. Her teeth were pretty well worn down to the nub. And she was getting to where she was not blind, but could barely see. And so in the mornings when I would come outside, there's a lot of times she would be laying in front of the door of our house, and if you didn't watch out, you'd step on her because she wouldn't hear the door open. She wouldn't notice you coming out, and you just step on her. But we took her to the vet last summer, twice actually, and the second time we were really thinking about having her put down, but the vet was like, listen, she still walks, she still gets around, she can eat, she doesn't look like she's really suffering, and I wouldn't do it right now. Summers are extremely rough on her because she had all that fur, and the wintertime was much better. I mean, her whole life, wintertime was much better. And her hips just got so bad. So I noticed the last couple weeks, I knew it was getting close, but the last couple weeks, you know, like when a dog will shake their head, she would completely fall down. Like, her back hips, when she would walk, she couldn't walk with her back straight. She would walk with her butt down, like squatted. And I gave her all kinds of stuff for hip pain and stuff, but large dogs like that are just not meant to live 15 years. I mean, she was a good dog. She lived forever. It was one of those, I wasn't really sure if we were ever going to lose her because she just kept going and kept going. But finally got to a point where she could just barely get around. So we had to have her, well, we'll say we had her put down. I didn't take her to a vet. I choose to do things a little bit differently, and I didn't want her to leave the farm. We made sure everything happened right here on our farm, where she's comfortable, where she was home. So I don't want to talk about all that, but it was a sad day. It was bad, but so we lost Callie. I know a lot of people have been watching her. You always just see her in the background of videos. She wasn't ever like this guy. Even when she was 1, 2, 3 years old, she was never like this guy. She was always kind of a standoffish, stayed with the animals or stayed just away from me. She was attached to Weston big time for years and years and years. She was like his guardian. Everywhere he went on this place, she was right behind him. She never did that really with me. But anyways, moving on, we lost Callie. Now today, I guess I said today's a great day. It's kind of a sad day because we're losing another member of the farm today. So today's the day. The folks from Great Plains Kubota are coming to pick up all of their equipment. I'm pretty sad. You know, we made this deal almost right at a year ago. I think it was in September of last year when they came to me with the deal for a tractor. And the original plan was, here, I hate talking to the back of the camera. The original plan was once a year we would switch out to a different model to kind of demo different tractors to keep it fresh and to show the features for different models and things. Sounded like a great idea, but unfortunately the program we had it on got cut and they're pulling in several tractors. So this was always their tractor. It was never even there was never a contract that said after so many videos or so long a time it was mine. I could buy it out at the end of whenever we wanted, but I chose not to buy this model. Now, here's the thing. I talked to one of the guys from Great Plains the other day, and he said some of you went and left them not so nice comments, I guess. Guys, please don't do that. I've had a partnership with Great Plains Kubota for like 3 years, and it's been great. They're awesome people. I'll stand by them and I'll stand by Kubota. They're great. I have no hard feelings, so please don't go to their Facebook page and leave them bad comments. They're not doing anything wrong. The dealership's just doing what they were told. So over the last year, it has been fun having this tractor here. I'm not gonna lie. What'd you find, Bear? No? Some of the stuff I didn't really get to use a lot, like the disc. I mean, I'm only gonna use it once or twice a year, you know, putting in food plots for the deer and stuff. It was nice, it worked great, but I just don't use it that much. The seed spreader we used last year for fall food plots, then we used it this year to put out fertilizer and to seed all of that we bulldozed last fall behind the house. Box blade, obviously it's just a box blade for working on your driveway. The rotary cutter, brush hog, mower, whatever you want to call it, this thing has seen a ton of use. But overall, the most important thing that I learned over the year of having this tractor here, that should be mandatory for every tractor with a front end loader. You need a grapple bucket. It just completely changes the functionality of this machine. There is no doubt. Plus, and I've talked about this before, the quick attach on the back, that's a game changer too. But by far, my favorite thing, bam, the grapple. So I know there's some confusion on the channel as to why this was going back to Kubota and why I wasn't buying this tractor. Guys, I own a 50 horsepower John Deere tractor. This was an idea that they came up with because they said, we need to get rid of that green on your channel since you work with Kubota, and bring an orange one out. And it was just kind of a demo thing. So it was never my tractor, it was always theirs, and I said that in the beginning and I'll say it till the end. No hard feelings, nothing. I'm not sure what we're going to do moving forward in the tractor world. I'm looking at several different things. I've thought about selling or trading in my John Deere because I really do want one with a cab. But then again, I'm torn. I'm like, well, do I want to get rid of that tractor that I've had for so long that's been a good tractor and leave my in-laws and Dusty over there with the bison ranch kind of out in the cold? I don't really want to do that. And honestly, with an audience our size, there's a lot of manufacturers out there that would probably love for us to advertise for them. So could be a business move. I mean, advertising's not cheap. I understand that. I'm not just here begging for something for free. I'd rather go pay for something at a reduced cost or even full price if it's something that I really wanted. I didn't pick this model out, so if I was going to go get a Kubota tractor, I would get a different model. The L4701's been a good tractor. I want something with a cab. But I'm also considering, why not just keep the John Deere tractor that I've got and put the money that I could buy a cab tractor towards a skid steer with a cab on it, a used skid steer. And then I've got GP Rents, which Great Plains Kubota owns GP Rents, and they've got every attachment under the sun for skid steers in my backyard, 10 miles away. I don't know. I think I can do just about everything on the farm better with a skid steer than I could a tractor. And the skid steer is going to be a lot more protected and can do a lot more stuff and have a lot more power working in the timber and the trees and doing projects. There's so many different options for attachments on a skid steer. So maybe keep my John Deere, put a third function valve and a grapple bucket on the front of it. I don't know. I'm torn. We'll see. I haven't made up my mind for sure, but they'll be here in just a few minutes to get that. And I know I'm rambling, I'm just talking today. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff out here to you guys, trying to keep you guys in the loop. But I've got another problem, a bigger problem than what we've had in the past. We'll get all this stuff loaded up when they get here, get it hauled out, and then I've got a friend coming over that's going to help me out with this other problem, because I thought we had this fixed. I thought we were going to be good at least for a little bit longer. You'll see. You just have to wait and see. And just like that, Jenny was gone. Ah, dadgubbit. I'm gonna miss that tractor. But on the bright side, John with GP Rents there said as soon as I posted saying that tractor was going back, he started getting phone calls. There were already people trying to buy it, so that tractor may already be sold, possibly. If you're in the market for a Kubota L4701 with grapple bucket, the third function valve already installed, call Great Plains Kubota. They'll hook you up if it's not already sold. All right, so the next thing on the list after my dog died, lost my tractor, the next thing on the list is the stinking hogs are back. And Josh is on his way over right now. We're gonna go set up his big Jaeger Pro hog trap again. We've been trapping hogs all summer, and then we went about a month and didn't catch any. And then last night, I get these pictures, a whole sounder show up. So we're gonna do some hog trapping again. So I think we're gonna do this just a little bit different than what we had before. Before we had that trap set up out in the open in the middle of the field, well, on the edge of that field, not the middle, but it was in the wide open. What I'm thinking we may do, I've got a trail right here that leads, it's probably, I don't know, 100 yards down in the timber where I was getting pictures of that sounder and that big spotted boar. And I'm not saying they're gonna be there every night, but that's where they are passing through. They may be just trying to stay in the timber because they know we've been trying to trap so much. So if we set the trap up in the timber where they feel a little bit more comfortable, it might work out in our favor. Well, slight change of plans. He wanted to, instead of setting it up off in the timber like on one of these trails, I mean, we're in a big shaded area right here and it's kind of grown up. I haven't mowed it. So we're just gonna set it up in the shade, just kind of out of the way. Not necessarily back off down in the timber so it's not hard for him to access to load them once we catch them, because you got to throw in that part. He's got to hook onto a stock trailer and be able to get that stock trailer to the gate. So we'll find a good spot. So I don't know if you guys can tell just from what we're showing you here or not, but this is a much larger trap than the one he brought last time. Same style of trap, same brand, Jaeger Pro, but it got a couple extra panels because we did get a picture of that big giant spotted boar hog, and he thinks he probably is a little bit skittish to a trap, and this is a huge pen, and bigger space, he may be more willing to go inside. Well, there you have it. The hog trap is set, and hopefully that sounder comes back tonight. There was probably a dozen or more pigs in that one group, and then that big spotted boar hog. But another thing I forgot to tell you guys is Josh has started a Facebook page for his hog removal stuff, and whether you're in our area or not, you know, it's not just for people that want their pigs removed, but it's called Superior Hog Services, and he kind of, I guess he'll show kind of what he does and some behind the scenes stuff and pictures, and he's trapping a bunch of pigs in southern Oklahoma. So go check that out on Facebook. It's called Superior Hog Services. So anyways, I guess that's about it for today. I'm gonna get in the house and have some lunch. Yeah, lost her dog, lost her tractor. It's like a country song, isn't it? What else could go wrong, right? But anyways, still hadn't decided on for sure what we're gonna do with tractors in the future. I can't make up my mind. I can't decide. I really want a cab, but I'm kind of holding out, thinking I may save up my money and find a good used skid steer. I think I talked to John from GP Rents, and he said they're fixing to pull in a lot of their used inventory from their rental line, and they do this about once every year or two and sell a ton of used equipment. So maybe I can get a good deal on one that was, you know, a low hour coming out of their rental program. I know it's been maintained well. They do get used pretty hard in that rental fleet. Skid steers probably don't get used. I would say most people that are renting a skid steer know what they're doing and have experience. It's not something that inexperienced operators typically go get. So I'm kind of leaning towards that SVL 75, which is a tracked skid steer. It's kind of their middle range. They got a 65, a 75, and a 95. I don't need the giant one, but I don't know. We'll see. May go look at some of their used ones as they pull them in, kind of figure out what I'm going to do. So anyways, Bear, just going to wrap it up for us today. We had about enough. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video. Hey, you better get a medal today.
I'll try.
You're bargaining, making deals, are you? I told you if you win, you get what?
$100.
If you win first place.
Yeah.
There may be like 70 kids in your group.
Yeah. Last time I got 18 out of
I think there were 73 or 74 then, wasn't
76.
there? 76?
And I got 18.
Alright, no excuses. Go get another medal.
Okay.
Oh, crash! Hey, Houston.
You got it!
Try not to do that, okay?
Okay.
Hustle, Rose! Hustle, hustle!
You're next, bro.
No.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go! Run hard, Houston! Let's go! Let's go! Push it hard! Let's go! Houston, pass him! Come on! You got it! Pass him! Come on! You got it! Come on! Push hard! Good job, dude. You did good, man. You did awesome. I don't know what place you got, but you're really close to that top 15.
That might have been my best.
Your best time? Well, we'll find out in a few minutes, okay?
Maybe not the time, but the...
Your best finish so far, placing? You did good, man. What'd you get, 14?
14. Where's my $50 at?